Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. How do people see you? I've done a lot of Pick a Card readings of this channel on how does your person of interest see you, but this is going to be more general. How do people in general see you? So this reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. Option 1, Option 2, Option 3, and Cuatro, Option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it, just make your selection. If you chose option 1, here is your reading. Clear the throat chakra. Two of Pentacles. Oh, usually I do 3 cards. This is 4. Maybe this is a bonus card. I don't know if the other ones have 3 or 4. Anyway, 6 of Cups. Death, Ace of Pentacles. Right out the gate, you could hear a lot from various people, things like, don't I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar. So you have a lot of soulmates. You've probably found your soul tribe if you chose pile 1. Those card readings are fun. Who is your soulmate? But we have a lot of soulmates, and they're not always romantic and sexual. Friends can be soulmates, relatives, acquaintances, so forth. Okay. Uno más. Ocho de Copas, 8 of Cups, El Colgado, the Hanged Man, Rey de Copas, King of Cups, Reina de Espadas, Queen of Swords. Looking at the stove clock, it's 3:33 p.m. It's 9. Mars, Aries, make a wish. Timeless reading, but I'm recording this on January 26th, 2023, Thursday, which is ruled by Jupiter. Or sponsored by Jupiter. I like the word sponsored better than the word ruled. Nine of Cups, Hierophant, the Lovers, 4 of Cups. Not to be rude, but some people that you meet, they're like the equivalent of a dollar store body spray. Some people just come across cheap, crass, one note, tacky. You can tell they don't really respect themselves. They don't present themselves in the best way. You're not dollar store body spray. You're a really expensive, complex perfume. You got your top notes, your middle notes, your base notes. You're not 1 scent. You're not 1 tone. You're not Dollar Tree cotton candy body spray. You could be YSL Libre, my newest favorite perfume. You could be J'adore by Christian Dior, my all-time favorite. I was looking at my perfume collection recently, and I'm almost out of J'adore. So that's my all-time favorite. I've had that perfume for, I don't know, that bottle maybe for 3 years. Time to get a new bottle. The most recent purchase was the YSL Libre Intense. Libre Intense. Okay, Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Because you're this beautiful, fascinating blend of the masculine and the feminine. You probably have a pretty complicated natal chart. There are layers upon layers to you. You're smart. You're educated. You have invested in yourself. You've done the work. You're very adept at shadow work. You've had a lot of loss in your life. You've lost a lot. You've grieved. You've mourned. You've lost people who were important to you. So even casual acquaintances can tell you've been through some things, but it's made you more interesting. You're not shallow. You're not superficial. You're not cheap. You have character. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. You have integrity with your word. You're not a flake. So you don't have this overpowering, overwhelming sexual energy. You don't have an abundance of charisma like a rock star. Your energy is more subdued and it's more layered and nuanced than that. This is the energy of a writer, an artist, someone who has fought tooth and nail to create a livable life for yourself. You have fought against mediocrity. You know, some parents who are not conscious, who don't know any better, they prescribe a path for their child. You're going to be this. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a scientist. You're going to be a lawyer. You know, some parents are very aggressive. They don't understand that parents are here to be guides, not dictators. Okay, so if a path was prescribed for you when you were a child, you deviated. You went your own way. You chose your own damn path. You may have burned bridges. You left your hometown. You may have had to turn your back on family members who just didn't know how to treat you, how to talk to you. They were too aggressive. They were bullies. And you said, no one's going to tell me how to live my life. This is how I'm going to live my life. If you can't get in line with that, well, maybe fuck off. So you could have Sun in Cancer, Taurus rising, Moon in Gemini. You could have one or more luminaries or personal planets in the 12th house, the house of Pisces. Luminaries, Sun, Moon, personal planets, Venus, Mars, Mercury. So when I'm doing the zodiac readings at Extra Basic, I say Aries, Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Those are the important players, the most important. Okay, so you have crystal clear intuition, and you honor that. If someone feels off to you in some way, if someone feels sketch, you dismiss that person from your life. You don't deal with people that are operating at a low energetic level. You're not an addict. You may have grappled with addiction at some point, but you overcame that. This is the pile of an overcomer and a survivor. You've gone through some things. You've overcome. You've triumphed. You have self-respect. You don't tolerate any amount of bullshit or abuse. And people see that. They see that you're beautiful. You have this tremendous inner beauty, this depth, but you don't play. You don't accept breadcrumbs. You don't accept people's second best. You challenge people to be the best version of themselves. You could be a manifestation coach or something like that. So that's what I see for pile 1. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Oops. Lo siento. If you chose the amethyst crystal 2, how do people see you? Oh, yeah, I was saying for pile 1, usually I do 3 cards. It looks like I did 4. I did 4 for pile 1 and for pile 2. Interesting. Okay, Son of Cups, 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Más. El Mago, the Magician, Rey de Copas, King of Cups, El Colgado, the Hanged Man, La Justicia, Justice, Ten of Swords, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. People see you as extreme. You go to definite extremes. You stand out in a crowd. There's nothing boring or predictable about you. You're not here for the status quo. 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, King of Wands. You can walk away from a less than optimal relationship. So here's one example of many. Say someone's a trophy wife, you know, a woman who is very beautiful, seductive, good at all the social stuff. And so a man who may be not that attractive, a man who may be socially awkward, but very successful, he has a lot of money, he marries this woman and he shows her off. But it's kind of shallow, it's very status quo. So if you were ever in a marriage like that, if you were a trophy wife, you may have decided that wasn't for you. You may have said, fuck the status quo. I'm not being gratified. I'm not being fulfilled. I reject this. And you may have gone from a mansion or a really nice, luxurious home to a studio apartment or a trailer house or even living out of your car temporarily. Your convictions are that strong. So people see you as someone who's not afraid to take risk. You would rather live out of your car or live in a whatever studio apartment. You'd rather do that than be miserable in a marriage that's not authentic in some mansion. You call people out on their shit. You are a truth teller. You're a truth seeker and a truth teller. and you do not abide mediocrity. You're here for the optimal. You want the soulmate kind of relationship. You want someone who speaks your love language. You want someone you have mental telepathy with. You want someone that you can be just sitting together doing nothing and you're vibing. You're vibing on multiple levels because the synastry is so good. You want top-notch synastry. Like moon conjunct sun, Mercury conjunct Mercury. Communication is very important to you. Mercury could be your chart ruler, which would mean either you have Virgo rising or Gemini rising. So a possible astro combo for those who chose pile 2, you could have Sun in Scorpio, Gemini rising, Moon in Taurus. It's just one possibility of many. Maybe you're currently experiencing an ascension, an awakening. You feel like you're seeing all these signs and synchronicities, and you're aligning with your soul's purpose. If you're ever confused, and this is in general, this is not really about how people see you, but just an FYI for anyone who might be curious. If you're ever confused about your soul's purpose, what are you here for in this particular incarnation? If there's ever any doubt or uncertainty, you can look at your natal chart and look at your North Node. In astrology and Western astrology, the North Node is your soul's purpose for this lifetime. Directly opposite the North Node, of course, is the South Node, and that's where we get stuck and stagnant. That's where we're afraid. That's our comfort zone. That's karma we've accrued from previous incarnations. So for me, it's Cancer. My South Node is 16 Cancer in the 11th. My North Node is 16 Capricorn in the 5th. So I feel like I'm supposed to teach, I'm supposed to educate, I'm supposed to be on camera. It just feels totally natural to me, doing what I've done since November 18th, 2018 when I started Siren Tarot, doing what I've done since January 2019 when I started doing the private readings. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I also educate and entertain through my writing, my books, which are available at Amazon and Lulu.com. So if there's ever any doubt, just look at your North Node. But I feel like if you chose pile 2, you have a pretty clear idea on what your purpose is, and you're living your purpose. Maybe you have a platform, a YouTube channel. You're doing what you feel led to do. And you have righteous anger. If you see someone, especially a child or an elderly person, someone who's disabled, if you see someone being bullied or harmed in any way, you're going to be a very fierce advocate for that person. Yeah, righteous anger. You will call people out. You have no problem being assertive and strong with your communication. You don't tolerate bullshit. That's how people see you. And you're really good at manifesting. Yeah, that's what I got for pile 2. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose crystal 3, is that lapis lazuli? I guess I should know, but I don't. I'm terrible at remembering crystals unless they're rose quartz or amethyst, something obvious like that. So this is pile 3. How do people see you in general? Let me look at the timestamp. We're not at 20 minutes yet. Okay. Yeah, I was saying for the first 2 piles, I feel like usually I do 3 cards, but I did 4. I don't know. Okay. That's 8 of Wands. I call that the sex card. Strength. 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is the rock star pile. Are you a rock star? Are you rocking out with your cock out? Daughter of Cups. I can see you on stage, or if you're not on stage, if you don't have a platform, you don't have a mic in your hand or a guitar in your arms. If you're not a rock star, you have this rock star charisma. You have this really strong, potent, blatant, obvious sexual energy. A lot of people are into you sexually. It may get on your nerves. Oh, here's another fuckboy sliding into the Instagram DMs. Another dick pic. A new day, a new dick pic. Los amantes, los enamorados, the lovers. There's the bastos, 10 of Wands, el loco, the fool. You've got a wake of broken hearts behind you. You have broken some hearts. There's the copas, 10 of Cups. I was 16 years old and I was in Panama City, Florida, with my stepsister and her best friend, Darlene. Tony, stepsister and her best friend, Darlene. Anyway, 16. I guess you could say I was at my peak. I don't know. I feel like I'm more attractive now than I was at 16. I definitely know a lot more. I'm more interesting than I was at 16. Anyway, I met this guy. He called me the queen of rejection. He said, damn, you're the queen of rejection. You're the queen or king of rejection. You're not going to just have sex with whoever. You've got really high standards. Ace of Swords, Death, 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords. You're probably the one who initiates breakups. I'm seeing a heartbreaker for pile 3. It's not working. If they're not hitting the high notes, it's via con Dios, baby. Three of Pentacles. I like reading these. I got this deck at 5 below. Calendula. The petals are edible and a good saffron substitute. 3 of Cups. Okra. Most commonly used in soups as a natural thickening agent. Well, I don't know about that. When I was a kid, my mom would cut up okra and bread it and fry it. That's a Texas thing, I guess. 9 of Swords, Nettle. Useful remedy for treating painful muscles and joints. 7 of Wands, Chanterelle. Has a fruity aroma, but is noted to have a peppery flavor. Okay. Yeah. You have sex appeal, but you can see through people. You can see through their bullshit. You're not looking for a hit it and quit it. You're not looking for something casual. You want a full-fledged, balls to the wall relationship. You will be respected, or it's not going to be a thing. So the first time someone says they're going to call or text or show up and they flake, you don't give any more chances after that. You're done. You're good. You're really good. You're really adept at cutting out the riffraff. You want quality people, quality experiences. You're not afraid to let someone know what's up. You're not afraid to reach out to someone. You're not afraid to initiate communication. I don't know why, but the song I'm hearing, the video that I'm seeing is Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. So Mick Jagger's a Leo. You have that level of sexual charisma. Mick Jagger. Now, to me, not an attractive man, you know, but I can't say that if we were to meet at a party when he was younger, you know, years ago probably, we could meet at a party and maybe he could buy me a drink and something could happen. But, you know, he's had a lot of lovers and wives, a lot of attention. He's Mick fucking Jagger. So, another example, Robert Plant, who's also a Leo. He was glorious back in the day, in the 70s, with Led Zeppelin. Who else? A female, well, Karen O, the lead singer of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I think she's a Sagittarius. So a possible combo for those who chose pile 3. You definitely have fire in your chart. You could have Sun in Leo, Scorpio rising, Moon in Aquarius. But people are attracted to your just don't give a fuck vibes. You're going to do what you want to do, zero apologies. That's very attractive. Someone who's not a slave to other people's opinions and expectations. You're doing what the hell you want to do. You're rocking out with your metaphorical cock out. That's what I see for pile 3. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose Quattro, pile 4, how do people see you in general? The Tower, the Hermit, the Moon. Are you kidding me? It's all major arcana. The Magician, Aries, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini. People are confused by you. You leave people guessing, wondering, scratching their heads. What the hell? I don't get it. No comprende. What's this person trying to communicate? What the hell does this person want? You contain multitudes, like the Walt Whitman poem, Leaves of Grass, Song of Myself, Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was a Gemini. You contain multitudes. You're very complicated. You're very confusing. Ocho de Espadas, 8 of Swords, El Carro, the Chariot, La Muerte, Death, Reina de Oros, Queen of Pentacles. You got a lot going on. You could be a business owner, single parent, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Two of Wands, the Fool. You've got really strong, definite energy. There's nothing vague or wishy-washy about you. You definitely make your presence known. You walk into a room, you're noticed. And it's not just your looks. You're probably really good looking, but this is more just your strong energy. You're probably an extrovert if you chose pile 4. A really strong extrovert. Ace of Wands. You're confident. 7 of Swords. 6 of Wands. 5 of Cups. But some people may feel like they can't trust you. You're always operating on multiple levels, and that may come across as devious, deceitful to some people. You could have a really illustrious political career. Maybe you're running for president, or you're running for mayor, governor. I could see you being adept at politics if you chose pile 4. Maybe you're a lawyer. You could be a journalist. Someone who goes where angels fear to tread. So if you're a journalist, you're not the kind who's just writing these little fluff pieces on celebrities or the best fragrance at Bath and Body Works. I mean, you're on the front lines. You could be going to wherever the danger is. Afghanistan, Ukraine, whatever. This is Ernest Hemingway energy, which that's odd. I wasn't expecting that. I was visiting my dad recently in his new apartment. And he had all his Africa stuff. He had this ironwood statue of the Big Five from one of his African safaris. And I can never remember what the Big Five are. The lion, the hippo, the rhino, hell, I don't know. And I said, oh, jaguar. He said, no, not jaguar, leopard. So my dad is very precise about the animals. Anyway, I was saying Ernest Hemingway would have a field day in here. And my brother was asking why, and my dad talked about Ernest Hemingway, how he liked to go on safari. So maybe you've been on safari, maybe you have seen the lions up close. But you have this bad bitch, ass-kicking, badass, big boss energy. Okay, you would think nothing of getting on I use this example all the time because I'm living vicariously through these examples because I can't have this experience myself yet. You could be, I mean, you think nothing of just getting on a plane and going to Costa Rica and swigging some ayahuasca. This is an enviable life. A lot of people could envy you because you're living life on your terms and you're taking risks they're too scared to take. You're very independent if you chose pile 4. You're a badass. So really strong masculine energy. You could have Sun in Aries, Aquarius rising, Moon in Gemini. Maybe your astral combo is all masculine. You could be on a spiritual path. The example that's coming to mind immediately is Courtney Love, who apparently, according to the articles, the books, the videos, whatever, she's been a Buddhist for decades. And I was watching one video and someone left a smart ass comment. Yeah, if Courtney Love is a Buddhist, I'm a nun, or something to that effect. Because Courtney Love is not what you would consider a so-called typical practitioner of Buddhism. You know, she's got this very loud, aggressive, kiss my ass, fuck you energy, very punk rock. But if that's her truth, if she has found her strength and her peace through Buddhism, well, then that's her fucking truth. No one knows. No one has walked in her shoes. So you could have this really loud energy, but you have found your peace in Buddhism or whatever, Christianity, whatever. But you're not quiet. You're not meek. You're not subdued. You're not submissive. So I feel like I'm contradicting myself because when I started this pile off with these first 4 cards, I thought, okay, people are confused by you, but then the more I get into this, your energy is not really confusing. You're pretty direct. This is who I am. This is what the hell is up. It could be that you play a certain role with people that you don't really want to be close to. I don't know, you create this smoke screen, this facade, but people who really know you, people you really fuck with, they know that you're strong and you're independent, and you're not going to deal with clingy, whiny, passive-aggressive people. Okay. I'm really not getting introvert vibes. I'm getting really direct masculine vibes for pile 4. You're good at making money. You're good at keeping it. You're good at maintaining. Financially independent, possibly wealthy. You've had to cut people out of your life who weren't up to your standards, is what I'm getting for pile 4. You have definite opinions, and you're not scared to express your opinions. That's what I see for pile 4. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.